Welcome to today's lecture on logical equivalence and arguments in discrete math. These concepts are foundational in understanding how logical statements relate to each other and how we can form valid arguments. Let's dive in. What is logical equivalence? Two logical statements are logically equivalent if they always have the same truth value in every possible scenario. Notation: it can be represented by this. Logical equivalence is when two statements always yield the same truth value, no matter the truth values of their individual components. Let's look at some examples. The double negation law states that negating a negation returns the original statement, not into not P is logically equivalent to P. The commutative laws for conjunction and disjunction show that the order of the statements doesn't affect the truth value. P and Q is logically equivalent to Q and P or Q is logically equivalent to Q or P. Here's a truth table comparing P implies Q and not P or Q. As you can see, for every possible combination of truth values for P and Q, the columns for P implies Q and not P or Q match, proving that P implies Q is logically equivalent not P or Q. What is an argument? An argument is a series of statements aimed at demonstrating the truth of another statement. It has two components: premises and conclusion. An argument in logic consists of a series of statements, called premises, intended to determine the degree of truth of another statement, known as the conclusion. An argument is valid if the conclusion logically follows from the premises. For example, if we have the premises P implies Q and P, we can validly conclude Q. Consider this argument: if it rains, the ground will be wet. It is raining. Therefore, the ground is wet. This argument is valid because the conclusion follows logically from the premises. By constructing a truth table, we can check if the conclusion holds for all possible truth values of the premises. For the argument P implies Q, P, therefore, we see that whenever the premises are true, the conclusion is also true, confirming the argument's validity. To summarize, logical equivalence ensures that two statements always share the same truth value. Valid arguments have conclusions that logically follow from their premises. Truth tables are indispensable tools in proving both equivalence and validity.